Hi everyone, welcome back again. This is another look that I created in Miami earlier this year. This is the second look for my friend Alice for Pretty Pink Princess. So first thing I've done already is I've prepped the lid and done the eyebrows the same as the previous video, so if you want to see how I did that, just check out that. And then I'm taking a fluffy brush with Makeup Geek Frappe and just buffing that with a little bit of bronzer into the socket to create a transition colour. The look that we're going to do is quite dramatic, so you want to make sure that you've prepped the lid well and you've got that transition colour to blend it into. Next you want to take a black pencil. My favourite one at the minute is Urban Decay Perversion because it's really soft and really easy to smudge and blend, but it's also long wearing and you can put it on the waterline and it doesn't move. So you want to take a fluffy brush, quite a firm one, and then you're going to blend that out, blending it along the lash line and then into the crease and concentrating the colour mainly on the outer corner of the eye, and then obviously copying the same on the other side. If you're thinking of recreating a look like this, always make sure that you're picking a model or a client, or if it's for yourself, that you make sure that you have the kind of eyelid that's going to support a look like this. So for example, you know, a nice tight skin, a strong bone structure. If you're someone like me, like I have a lid that sits on itself, like this wouldn't be a good look for me, so obviously always bear that in mind when you're recreating. So now we're going in with a flat brush and Corrupt by Makeup Geek, which is the blackest black that I've got and found so far. And then you're just setting where you put that pencil and buffed it out, and then taking a softer blending brush and you're going to buff that out into that transition colour. Then going back in with your fluffy brush from the original step, and you're going to take Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek and you're blending that in between that original transition colour and the black. Now taking Laura Mercier Gold Cream eyeshadow with a flat synthetic brush, you want to create your cut crease shape using that flat brush and then your blending brush. And then this is a loose pigment, it's like a goldy peachy colour, I don't know what the name was because it had come off, but you're going to then use that to pack on to that gold colour to make that in a bit pop. So you want to put the colour on with the flat brush and then you're blending the edges out with your fluffy brush. Make sure it's a clean fluffy brush as well. So now I'm just going to get a duo fibre brush with a BB cream that has a high SPF because we were shooting out in the sun, and this also is going to act as an oil controlling base to stop the makeup from slipping in the heat. I'm just putting this on very roughly and just buffing it into the skin. And then after that I'll take a beauty blender with the foundation and you're just going to blend this all over the face, ears, neck, jawline, into the hairline so you've got no seams. With your beauty blender, always make sure you're taking a real beauty blender, not one from another brand, because the texture of the sponge differs massively. For example, the Real Technique ones are very, very soft, like too soft, but then other ones that you can get from the wholesalers and places like that end up really, really hard. So I've tried them all and believe me, Beauty Blender is the best. You can order it off my website, I will put the link below, The black ones are probably my favourite ones for putting foundation on, because obviously they don't stain and also the texture feels a little bit different as well. Then you're going back in with your black eyeliner pencil and you're going to buff it all on the waterline, and you're also going to rub it into the lashes so that you can then drag that colour down, and it'll also act as a base. You can apply the black onto the top waterline as well. Sometimes it'll transfer anyway. It just depends on how intense you want the eye to be. So I've just got my flat brush now and I'm just pulling that black liner down and then going back in with Corrupt and just patting it onto that and blending it down so that it's really intense. And then you're going to take a fluffy brush with Frappe and Cocoa Bear on, and you're going to blend that out. I don't want it to have a very warm blend, I'm just literally getting rid of the edges and making sure that it all blends equally. Then we're going in with Nars Creamy Concealer in Ginger, I think I use first, and just taking your beauty blender and buffing that into the skin. I didn't want it to be a bright under eye highlight here for Alice, I just wanted it to be really bronzy and have the eye as the focus. Then you're going to seal it with a translucent powder. My favourite is Laura Mercier, and by using a damp beauty blender, it pushes it right into the foundation. Then taking a bronzer, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Sculpt brush, you're going to bronze up the face, putting it on all the edges of the face to warm it up. Then I'm taking the Kat Von D liquid liner. This is in like a felt tip pen and in Trooper, and I've just lined the lid, and then I've taken the flat brush from before and just blended the edge of it into that shadow so that it all blends into each other. This is my favourite eyeliner, like hands down. I use it on myself for every time that I do a liquid liner. And then we're taking the Kiko 208 and highlighting the eye. In the tear duct, under the eye, in the brow bone, and it's the same highlighter that we're then going to use to highlight the rest of the face. I always like to buff the highlighter, not just on top of the cheekbone, but down onto the apple of the cheeks, up around the temple, on the end of the nose, so that it doesn't just stop, it just blends throughout. And then you want to take a nude lip pencil and you want to line the outer corner of the lips and then just blend it in a little bit throughout the lip. So what this does is it helps with the longevity of the lipstick, and it also helps the colour blend in with the lip liner. My favourite lip liners at the minute are the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude and Pillow Talk. And then taking a peachy lipstick, you're just going to buff that in with a flat brush, really pushing in to where the lip liner was to blend it all in. There's nothing worse than a harsh line. And that's it, that's the look complete. I hope you enjoyed watching it and learnt some new tips. Let me know in the comments box what you thought and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll be back really soon with another video. I've got one more from this trip and then I'm going to go back to do makeup on myself, so just let me know what it is that you would like to see and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.